Hey, what up guys, this is View with me, ICE, and today we'll be looking at 10 must-watch teen shows. Like and subscribe for the channel to grow, and also comment on which shows you think deserves to be on this list. Now let's take a look at our 10 must-watch teen shows of recent years. Over the past few years, this show has grown to be very popular. Although this show is not one of my favorites, I still enjoyed watching it. This show is also very well received by teens, and that's why it deserves to be on this list. The show starts off by investigating the death of Jason Blossom. He is a popular high school student and belongs to the most powerful family in the town of Riverdale. Each season focuses on something different. The show mainly follows the adventures of Archie and his friends as they get tangled into dark mysteries revolving around the town of Riverdale and just their daily and ordinary struggle with relationships and life as a teenager. I feel like if you enjoyed Pretty Little Liars, you will most definitely enjoy Riverdale. Riverdale was released on the 26th of January 2017 and it consists of 4 seasons and is still ongoing, with season 5 expecting to be released early 2021. Firstly, just looking at the cast of this show, you will know this show is guaranteed to be funny. The cast of this show includes the likes of Nick Kroll, Jenny Slate, John Mulaney, Jason Mantzoukas, Maya Rudolph, Jordan Peele, Kat Dennings, Fred Armstein, Gina Rodriguez, Kristen Bell, Natasha Lyonne, Nassim Pedrad, Chelsea Peretti, Rosa Salazar, Tandy Newton, and many more. To have a list of actors and actresses like this, you must know this show is guaranteed to be funny. Big Mouth is a coming-of-age story that centers around a group of teens. This show is also based on Nick Kroll's and Andrew Goldberg's upbringing in suburban New York, with Kroll voicing his fictional younger self. This takes a unique perspective in exploring of puberty while openly embracing the frankness of the human body and sex. The show focuses on a group of 7th graders as they struggle through puberty with their heightened hormones. The teens in the show have a guardian angel-like hormone monster that follows them around and pesters them into weird and uncomfortable situations related to puberty. The show is really funny and is also informative at the same time. Big Mouth was released on the 27th of September 2017 and it consists of 3 seasons, with season 4 expected to be released on the 4th of December 2020. This is one of the most recent shows on this list, and this was very enjoyable show to watch. I feel that every show Mindy Kaling is involved is certified to be great entertainment. This show is also partially based on Mindy's childhood. Never Have I Ever is a story about an Indian American girl dealing with the death of her father. Devi Visakumar was a 15-year-old high school student who wanted to change her social status after a socially horrible freshman year. The show takes a look at Devi's school life, her Indian identity, and also her struggling with her relationship with her mother, as her father was the one who she mostly gravitated towards. This show was really enjoyable to watch and I can't wait for season 2. The show is also narrated by tennis legend John McEnroe, and one of the episodes is even narrated by Andy Samberg. Never Have I Ever was released on the 24th of April 2020 and it was renewed for a 2nd season. This is definitely one of the best CW shows that has dropped in recent years. I'm still kinda mad at myself that I hadn't started watching season 2 yet, but I will get there. Spencer Basinger is a star wide receiver from Crenshaw High School. He lives with his mother and younger brother, with his father not in the picture. Spencer is recruited to play football at the prestigious Beverly Hills High. He now has to adapt to a different environment since he comes from a much more poor neighborhood compared to the rich and lavish Beverly Hills. Since Spencer comes from a poor family, look at this as an opportunity to take care of his mother and brother in the future. I must say I really enjoyed this show. That's saying a lot because of the majority of CW shows makes me cringe, but I gotta give respect for this show. All Americans was released on the 10th of October 2018 and it consists of 2 seasons, with the 3rd season set to be released on the 18th of January 2021. This is a really weird show, but the weirdness of the show is what makes it so funny. Maya and Anna are truly fun to watch. I'm just mad at myself that I haven't finished season 2 yet, but at the same time I'm happy because now I get to watch season 2. What makes this show so special is the fact that Maya and Anna play 13-year-old versions of themselves in the year 2000, which is pretty weird, but the execution and the portrayal is so entertaining to watch. Maya and Anna are best friends and they are starting out 7th grade. They are outcasts and they constantly looking for a way to get into a cooler crowd in search to get a boyfriend. Since these are actual 30-year-olds that portraying 13-year-old version of the Sam surrounded by a teenage crowd, it may seem dicey, but it's not. Pen 15 was released on the 8th of February 2019 and consists of 2 seasons, with season 2 being split into 2 parts. 7 episodes of season 2 has been released, with the other half of the season still waiting to be released. I would have been totally okay if this show only had 1 season, because the first season of the show makes the rest of the seasons pale in comparison. Although I still love the other seasons, but season 1 was perfect. I still have to watch season 4, but I just can't get myself to watch it, but eventually I will get into it. 13 Reasons Why explores a wide variety of issues that are affecting modern youth, such as racism, suicide, mental health, sexual assault, depression, domestic violence, and many more subjects that plague our youth. This show focuses on the lives of a group of students at Liberty High School. Each season focuses on different problems surrounding this group of teenagers. Even if this show does not sound like something you would be interested in, I urge you to at least watch the first season, because the first season is truly a work of beauty. 13 Reasons Why was released on the 31st of March 2017 and it consists of 4 seasons. On My Block is definitely one of my favorite comedy shows in recent years. Every season I've watched so far was incredibly fun. The show is definitely a must watch. On My Block follows the adventures of a group of friends to their rough inner city neighborhood of Freewich, Los Angeles. It looks at the dangers they deal with by getting one of their friends out of a gang, romance, and just overall adolescence. The thing I love most about this show is Jamal. He is the most entertaining and crazy character in the show, and he will make you laugh almost every scene he is in. The show is a comedy/drama, so it won't always focus on making you laugh, but it will also take a look at other elements such as Caesar's gang affiliation. If you haven't watched On My Block yet, I highly suggest you get into it. On My Block was released on the 16th of March 2018 and it consists of 3 seasons. It's also released for a 4th season, which is most likely to be released in 2021. This is also one of my top 3 favorite teen Netflix shows. I hardly hear people talk about the show, but this show is highly entertaining and it deserves to be watched. Atypical focus on the life of Sam Gardner. He is 18 years old and suffers from autism spectrum disorder. The show starts off with Sam who wants to start dating girls after advice from his therapist. He starts to develop a crush on his therapist because he feels very comfortable with her. His father finds out about this and suggests Sam find a girl his own age. Sam then goes on to find himself a practice girlfriend and he is advised by his best friend Zahid on how women work. The show also focuses on Sam's sister and her relationships and the continuous friction between Sam's parents. This is a very fun show and I highly recommend this show to anyone. Atypical looks bland on paper, but it is really entertaining and enjoyable to watch. Atypical was released on the 11th of August 2017 and it consists of 3 seasons, with the 4th and final seasons scheduled to be released in 2021. Now this right here is something truly amazing. I expect no less of the mighty HBO. Zendaya's portrayal of the character Rue is simply beautiful to watch. The same could be said for the rest of the cast. The acting coupled with the music and just the entire scenery of the show is just amazing and great to watch. Euphoria follows the experiences of a group of high school students looking into friendships, sex, drug, love, identity, and the trauma of high school life. The show really impressed me. The only thing that bugs me about this show is that there isn't a season 2 available to watch yet. Although Euphoria was renewed for a 2nd season. Euphoria was released on the 16th of June 2019. This is truly one of the best teen shows out on Netflix. Highly entertaining and fun to watch. Sex Education is easily in my top 3 fave teen Netflix shows. Otis is an insecure teen who has a problem with sex and intimacy, which could probably be traced back to his mother since he is a sex therapist and is very open of all aspects of sexuality. This show follows Otis, his best friend Eric, and his fellow classmate May Wiley. After unwittingly giving the school bully advice and helping him with his sexual troubles, Otis set up a sex advice business with Maeve. Maeve is a smart, confident, and troubled classmate who over the course of time Otis falls in love with, but since Otis is so awkward and sexually troubled, things do not move as you would expect it to. This show also looks at finding your identity, the trouble of teenage relationships, and just the difficulties of adolescence all around. My favorite character in the show is definitely Eric. He is the most fun out of all the characters and he constantly makes me laugh. Sex Education was released on the 11th of January 2019 and currently consists of 2 seasons, with season 3 set to be released in 2021.